Hello guys, finalKenpachi, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video we are going to talk about the Trunda, but this is the special one. This is the last time we are going to talk about her. Not only Trunda, Wixwell, Yannicka, we are also going to talk about them. Or any champion you are using on the Hydra, you also need to watch this video very carefully guys, which is the changes they are about to make on the Hydra is going to affect all of us. But before we start the video guys, if you guys enjoy my content, please consider to like my video if you like it, of course, or the dislike if you disagree with me, and please consider to use the sub button guys, totally free. Thank you so much, and let's get started now. Helium just released the video about the Hydra update preview guys. We are going to check that together. I'm going to post the video, I'm going to leave my comment, but if you guys don't like that, I'm going to leave the video, original video link below to my video description. You guys can watch it on the official Raid Shadow Legends channel. But obviously, it's my job to make a comment, right? This is why you're watching this video on my channel. So let's get started now.
Hey everyone, we've got a different kind of update preview for you today. We're showing off some balance changes coming to the Hydra and a few other areas of the game. Along the way, we'll explain why we're making these changes, but here's a quick overview. The current meta is way too limiting to players who don't have specific champions in their collection. We want you to experiment with different tactics and teams, switching things up each week. Let's dive in and take a closer look at what's coming. First up, we're setting the turn limit at 1,000 turns.
I'm actually probably one of the first human being in the world mentioned that, I believe. I think we talked about that like maybe more than 7 months ago. And this is, to be honest, like whenever it's come to my mind, and I just didn't find any negative thing about it, right? Reducing tournament. Why we fighting 1,500 turn, which is lots of the time, right? If you are dealing, I don't know, 1 billion damage in 1,500 turn, well, you are going to deal 700 million, let's say, in the 1,000 turn. But your enemy is also going to deal less damage, right? Why we wasting too much time there, right? So this is a great thing, Plurium. Thank you so much for the listen us. Let's keep continue.
Auto battling the Hydra can easily take over an hour. So we're
Auto battle in Hydra, they don't know we manual in that.
aiming to cut down the time by at least half an hour. You'll now need to build teams that do damage faster, rather than teams built for a war of attrition. With a few adjustments, you'll have no problem reaching the damage numbers needed to get your usual rewards. Moving on, we're changing how the Serpent's will buff works. Most importantly, and brace yourselves folks, it now reduces damage by 100% for a newly grown Hydra head. Yep, you read that right. Complete damage reduction.
So first of all, if you guys doesn't know what is the Serpent will, Serpent will is the protected buff when the Hydra hits reborn. You know, like this hit is dead at the moment. So when he reborn, he will reborn with this buff, guys, which is this is the protected buff. You cannot do anything about it. If I'm not mistaken, it was 75% currently, and comps like Trunda or the Yannicka can easily still one-shot the head with coming with the 75% damage reduction. But now, looks like they are going to make it 100% damage reduction, which is block the damage. Yeah, this is already big nerf for the Trunda teams. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you can make a team. You know, I mean, right now, I mean, after the changes, Trunda is no longer going to be one-shot them, so she need to be wait a little bit to one-shot them. And obviously this is, I mean, they need to take a turn, right? Hydra hits need to take a turn. I don't know, I guess we are going to wait and see, is the Trunda still going to be viable? But I watched this video before, guys, and that's not the thing about the Trunda, so let's keep watching.
You won't be able to nuke a newly grown head straight out of the gate anymore. Hold on though, there's good news too. If two heads regrow at the same time, only one of them will get the Serpent's will buff.
Okay.
Champions have gotten stronger since the Hydra initially reared its heads. What with Awakening, Empowerment, and mythical champions joining the fray.
Ooh.
We were seeing Hydra.
I wish this happened on my
game.
game, on my account.
Even with the 75% damage reduction. So, to make the fight even, and bring back some of the challenge that's been lost due to the game's evolution, the Hydra is getting a little stronger too. We're also making changes to Digestion and Devouring. You know how late on in the battle your champions start getting digested on a 2-turn countdown? Well, for every subsequent time they get digested after that first 2-turn countdown, the damage you'll need to do to free your champion increases. Like with Serpent's Will, Digestion and Devouring lost much of its intended challenge over time as more powerful champions and features were introduced.
Interesting. I believe when the Hydra released it for the first time, not the Clash guys, it was starting like 2 turn, I believe, duration, and they increased this duration. I don't know, like 1 year ago maybe. They want to nerf the Hydra, and this is what they did. And looks like they are buffing that again, which is interesting. Yeah, they also reduced the amount of the damage we need to save our champion when they got eaten, and looks like they are just taking back this nerf. Yeah, they are buffing the Hydra again. Okay, this is gonna be affect all of us, not only Trunda team, all of us.
It was always meant to be one of the Hydra's key mechanics and an ever-present threat, but it became really easy to rescue allies that were being digested. So, we're bringing that fear back into Digestion. Taunts won't help anymore either.
Oh.
The Hydra has shed its thin skin, and petty insults will no longer distract it from a delicious champion meal sat right.
It's also the weird taunt. Actually, here is the little bit story about the taunt. When the Emic, I think, was released, his skill was working incorrectly on the Hydra. And the Pilarium is like, guys, we cannot fix it at the moment, so we are gonna let you guys use it, right? And when you use the taunt, when they are about to eat your champion, they wasn't eating your champion, they are attacking the taunt champion, and you can make unkillable team on the Hydra. Obviously, your damage is not going to be crazy, but people actually created like unkillable team, full auto, stuff like that. Lots of critical people playing this game, but looks like it, they're also gonna get affected from this rebalance.
In front of it. In short, once a champion receives the mark of the Hydra debuff, they become public enemy #1. And Taunt isn't going to do anything about it. Taunt is a cool mechanic, but new champion combinations emerged that could totally negate the mark of the Hydra. Less cool. It's not all bad news, though. Your team's AI will now prioritize attacking the head that is digesting when you're running in auto battle mode.
Who's doing auto
Teamwork
battle?
makes the dream work. Exposed necks are also getting a rework. From now on, exposed necks will have a set HP value that is double the original head's HP. Once that value reaches 0, the head will immediately regrow.
Oh wow!
With constantly regrowing Hydra head.
Wow, that's really bad, because when you kill them, guys, I mean, cut their head, and this is the when you are dealing insane damage on them, right? Because they are getting like damage reduction, stuff like that. And now looks like they're gonna grow very fast, and it's definitely going to be decrease or damage output in general. Also going to make the Hydra fight super challenging, right? Because during this time when they are dead, we also getting our cooldown, you know, preparing for the next hit, stuff like that. Now if you deal enough damage, which is from what I see there, like, hold on, let's see that.
Regrowing Hydra head.
Like 400k, I don't know which difficulty is that. 400k is like very easy numbers, by the way. Like my champion even can do like 4 million damage on the perfect scenario when the defense down weaken, etc on them, right? And looks like you can only attack one time and they will reborn again. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Heads, you'll need to think on your feet and have tactics in place for all potential scenarios. Oh man, Hydra battles are about to get much tougher. But the changes don't stop there. We've got a few more lined up to help keep things balanced, starting with shields.
Oh.
Shields will now receive a cap of 1 million points. This cap is separate for shields placed by artifacts and shields placed by skills, though. So you could get up to 2 million points of shield.
That's all?
These caps are still big enough to ensure powerful builds remain viable for taking on the Demon Lord and the Hydra, but they'll not be as game-breaking as before.
Alright, I hope this is still going to help the player on their clan boss team. 2 million, I actually don't know 2 million is enough. But on the Hydra, this is going to be noticeable. In the Hydra, I believe Yannicka is dead now.
And lastly, we come to everyone's favorite dwarven warrior herself, Trunda Giltmallet. Don't worry, we're not nerfing her into oblivion. We're just rebalancing some of her skills to keep her damage numbers in Hydra battles more reasonable. Starting with her default skill,
oh, they are changing her.
Mallet. Trunda will now have a 50% chance to place a stun debuff on both hits.
Let me check the current version. Actually, I don't remember. Give me 1 second. 50% chance of to place a stun debuff for 1 turn after the second hit. But isn't it the same already? Attack one enemy twice. That's same. It looks same to me. Anyway, let's continue.
A little upgrade, but a neat one for PvP.
Stun.
Trunda's second skill, Cloak of Ages, will now
Ship.
ignore 50% of each target's defense on her second hit.
Mhm.
However, the caveat here is that it will only ever be a normal hit. It's still big damage, but it won't
So no surplus damage.
be quite as astronomical as they have been before.
Oof.
Forge Rhythm, Trunda's third skill, now places consistent HP burn debuffs, and both hits from this skill deal 50% more damage to enemies under a stone skin shield. Another neat boost to her overall kit.
I mean, okay, so place HP burn and deal an extra damage enemies under stone skin, you said?
Under a stone skin shield.
Maybe arena wise, guys, if you build her pinpoint set and Kraken root blessing, 6-star Kraken root, maybe she can help you to destroy the enemy stone skin, and she can, you know, it's attack twice, right? So maybe second attack can actually do some damage after the breaking stone skin. It's hard to judge before the test, obviously, but for the Hydra wise, it's just that.
Another neat boost to her
It's just that. Like, she's just that.
And finally, her passive skill now increases Trunda's attack by 5%
Okay.
for each stun or HP burn debuff she places on enemies.
Better
Her
passive
speed
now.
will still be increased as well, both by stun and HP burn debuffs. All in all, Trundle isn't going anywhere. We still expect her to be an excellent choice for Hydra battles and the arena. We tested a ton of early, mid, and late game champion rosters and team compositions when making these changes. Our results showed things will get better. You'll
Wow. I mean, I don't know what kind of gear they have, guys, but this is all right. Oops. I'm sorry everybody who spent their resources on Trunda. I tried to warn you guys long ago. Actually, content creator, all of us tried to warn you guys long ago. Which is, I also made a video about that a week ago, I believe. Yeah, 8 days ago. I recommended you guys check this video. I'm also gonna leave this video onto this video below the description. So I basically show everything about the Trunda, guys. Like, our content creator before even Hydra class started. They was trying to warn the Polarium about it, but here we are now. There's nothing we can do.
still be able to earn Hydra chests and milestone rewards in Hydra Clash. And you'll spend less time fighting the Hydra each week. As always, we'll be keeping an eye on your feedback and monitoring game data to see how these changes affect Hydra battles overall. We hope this preview has been useful for you and will help you prepare for more battles against the Hydra. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more raid news.
Alright, so there is some frankly asking question about it. They answer actually. Let me show you them real quickly, guys. After that, we can talk about it. So number one, why it took so long? It was a complicated decision, as you may imagine, that involved lots of the test and finding the correct approach. We tried lots of different options before we end up with this particular solution. Is it Trunda dead now? Our intention was not to kill her, kill Trunda, but the end game abuse and rage on the Trunda. Thus, instead of the nerfing her, we made some rebalance that still keep her viable on the Hydra. You guys just killed her, not nerf. You guys just killed her. Also, open some extra possibilities for the user in other game modes. Alright, like I mentioned, Kraken Root Blessing in the arena wise, guys, actually could be useful. Actually, I want to see some test about it, not going to lie. This Festive BD is still strong, but not broken now. Alright. Why the shields? I think we all agreed during our previous call that infinite shields are pretty abusive. You should see that coming, Polarium. And might the destruction for the game. Thus, this cup for overall shield mechanism was definitely needed. I wish you do that before releasing the champion, but let's move on. But what about the Clumbos? Clumbos should be just fine, hopefully. We didn't want to kill the Clumbos team. That's very awesome. And a small spoiler alert, we are closely looking into the and might increase the cup. The Squisher team won't be able to make it. Okay. So they are keeping an eye on it if the Squisher team is not going to work anymore. hopefully they can adjust that very quickly if it is not working. I think Yumeko was the problem. Definitely not, guys. Like, I talk about that a lot. Yumeko is not the problem. Trunda was the problem. Just wanted to address this one because I heard many opinions that Yumeko was main culprit. We are in turn out that Twikan Yumeko wouldn't solve the situation in this case. First of all, Plerium is right there actually, guys. It is the right. You can even make a budget Trunda comps without Yumeko, and you can still obviously not great damage as the double Yumeko comps, but you can still deal insane numbers that you cannot even reach with any team. That numbers, you know, doesn't matter you have a Yumeko or not on your no Trunda team. Yeah, she definitely play her part. Nobody disagree. Allowing the abuse the mechanic that didn't work as intended, we still monitor the whole thing through. But as for now, she will remain as it is. Okay, they are not touching the Yumeko. Will I able to get any chest now? We are able to get the last chest before the Great Hydra Rebalance. We're still able to get it. I know it might be will be hard for the smaller players. And the Hydra will become a more challenging. It's important to say threat and escalation will accurately kick at around 100 Hydra turns making. So you have this time until it gets harder. Okay. The deal necessary damage to score needed the numbers of the chest. I don't think it's smaller players. I think the most of the player playing this game are barely doing enough damage on the Hydra. Obviously, this rebalance changes not only affecting Trunda comps or the Wixwell comp, like I mentioned earlier. It's going to affect all of us. Hopefully, it's not going to be affect too many people, too many players. I feel like it's going to be a little bit, but like they mentioned, looks like there is going to be 100 plus turn Hydra turns making. So we have some time to deal or damage until Hydra gets harder. So hopefully this is going to be enough, at least one key. That will be nice. Can I say goodbye to running Hydra on the auto? Not at all. We made sure the run test on the auto as well. That's why we are changing on the AI, so that the head that digested will be prioritizing, or the contrary on the head under Serpent won't be prioritized as the target. Okay, they are adjusting auto fight more. We take it. I wonder the comps they showed earlier about the Trunda comps. I wonder they are fully auto, or the pillar makes you do that. I don't know. What you guys thinking? Let me show you that real quick again. Like this one, brutal.
Our results showed things will get better.
I mean, if they are full auto, hard to judge to be honest, but yeah, this number over there, obviously her previous performance, it's not even close. Like, they literally killed her, right? And then let's continue. Will the Hydra head be able to receive buff debuff under Serpent Will? Yes, quite a niche question, but might useful to know. Yeah, I mean, this is how they was working before. You can land your debuff on them, or they can receive the buff. Where in the Serpent Will just damage reduction buff. So there is nothing to do. It's not like Poison Cloud. Is that all? Just as always, we keep monitoring this game. Look the live arena, Plarium. Collecting your feedback and make more tweak if necessary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about armas. We are going to leave with the Trunda alone. I mean, this video with the Trunda. So guys, it's been probably almost more than a year. They finally nerfing Trunda and any other broken comps, which is the, as I know, Ironclad with the Wixwell and the Yannicka with the Wixwell is the current broken comps, cheese comps. And yeah, this is gonna make the lots of people super angry, but like I mentioned on my previous video, it's my personal opinion. Obviously, you don't have to agree with me. It doesn't mean I am right on the subject, but I won't invest on the broken stuff, guys. They always have chance to get nerf. This is how the video game's working. If something broken, companies should be nerfed them. Usually companies nerfing them pretty quickly. Clearing wait very long time. That's why some people invest on these broken comps, because they are like, Oh man, it's been a while. They are not nerfing it. I don't think they are going to nerf it. Let me spend my money or the resources to try to get the champion on their 15x, stuff like that. But here we are today, guys. I'm sorry. Or Trunda is getting nerf. And the Wixwell as well with the Yannicka. I'm sorry if you guys using any one of this champion. Personally, myself, I even skipped the Wixwell fusion, guys, because I looked at the Wixwell. I don't need him. I even see the Yannicka performance on the Wixwell before the fusion started. Shut out the Bronco. And I was like, alright, looks like it's going to get a nerf soon. And I didn't invest in. I didn't get the Wixwell. No regret. Today, I was right. Both Trunda and the Wixwell getting nerf. Thank you so much for the watching, guys. Leave a comment below to this video what you guys thinking about these changes. Are you guys using one of these teams? What you gonna do now? Are you excited to see Trunda on the arena performance now after the nerf on the Hydra, which is maybe she's can be very decent on the arena now. I'm actually excited to see her performance there. Unfortunately, I still don't have a Trunda. So anyway, like always, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.